concept of memberships and key fob, that's going to be run by the nonprofit, or is the city going to issue that through Parks and Rec?
Mr. Chairman, it'll likely be through the clerk's office because it'll be like a license or an application process. So, or the animal shelter, I'm not quite sure. I know Woodhaven did something similar. We would look at something comparable to them.
So your membership would theoretically be with the city of Taylor, not with the nonprofit?
Correct.
Okay.
Councilman Johnson.
So just a little bit of history. 7 years ago, this was all brought up, and we talked about the dog park, and I never agreed with the areas that it was going in. I visited a lot of dog parks, never seen a whole lot of people. Then I started working at Hines Drive, and they got a pretty big dog park there. And I can tell you right now, it is used constantly. They make it their own. There's a guy out there every day, the same guy. They make sure everybody cleans up after themselves. Today, there was probably 14 people in there between the two parks. And you know, they have to close it down once in a while because, you know, Hines Drive floods and reseed it. But they do a pretty good job keeping it clean themselves. So, just my input.
Before, you know, I'm going to go with, did you have something?
I just one
Go
question. Maybe Councilwoman Croft could answer this. The nonprofit, has that been around since the beginning? This all came about, like Charlie says, about 9 years ago or whatever, before I even got on board. And there was money that was collected for the park.
It was approximately 7 years ago. I wasn't involved initially, but as far as Judge Slavin is part of the nonprofit, Tom Long, I don't know if you know him, and they did a couple fundraisers in the very beginning. There were some canisters around at some local stores as well that was collecting money, and that's the money that went into that bank account.
So that money is still there to be used towards this? Okay, thank you.
And I just want to say that, you know, I like this idea. I like the location of it. That was one of my biggest issues in the beginning. But at the end of the day, it's just about the money. And Mayor, you're saying minimum to our general fund. It's still a lot of money for my liking. That's why I made the amendment. And that's just how I feel. So that's why I made the amendment. But I'll let Cindy come up and ask her.
Okay, make this bigger so I can see it. Mr. Chairman, this message is from Thomas Long. Dear City Council members, I am writing to you in regards to the proposed dog park on the agenda tonight and ask that you will consider voting yes. As a lifelong resident of the City of Taylor, like you, I care about our city. For those of you who do not know me, I am the Manager Associate Broker for Real Estate One and a past president of the Downriver Association of Realtors. As a realtor for the past 20 years, I want you to know that cities are desired and sought after for different reasons. Schools, convenience, location, affordability, and quality of life are just a few of the top reasons people choose the cities they choose to live in. For the City of Taylor, our affordability, accessibility to all major highways, and our parks top the list of reasons many people choose to move to the City of Taylor. These are also some of the very same things that home builders look at when deciding where to build new subdivisions. Downriver has a huge shortage of new construction neighborhoods, and that is a need that will hopefully be addressed over the next couple of years. Taylor can't change its location or affordability, but we can always strive to improve our quality of life amenities that we offer to our citizens. I am in favor of the proposed dog park, and I don't want anyone to think that having a dog park will raise our property values or make us more desirable. It will not. A dog park will be one more feather in our cap of great parks and quality of life, and one more way our residents can enjoy the outdoors. Thank you for your time and consideration, and thank you for serving on our City Council. Regardless of how you vote, I always appreciate the great sacrifice all of you make to improve our fine city. Thank you, Thomas Long, City of Taylor resident and Manager Associate Broker, Real Estate One, Southgate.
Thank you. Is that the only?
That's it.
Well, okay. Okay, does anybody else have anything? Councilwoman
I just
Wynn.
have statements similar to yours, that I love the idea of a dog park. I love the idea of amenities, especially that seniors want, and that proximity to these, I think, senior housing that's over in that area, but I share the same concern with the budget.
Is anybody else? Okay, so at this point, we have a motion by myself and supported by Councilman Bzura, and we're voting on an amendment to remove the park improvements and to make the fire public safety emergency overtime to $750,000. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no.
I have a question.
Right,
You
I
said
think you
750, I thought you said 500,000.
Yeah,
It's an additional 500,000 to,
Just
will
at
take us up to
750.
750.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right,
Two
I'm sorry.
750.
yeah, 2,750, a cap of
Okay.
750
Well,
instead of
let's
1
not
million.
push on that, so
I
can you do that
apologize,
again?
yep.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, so
I didn't know if you had to repeat again the
Okay.
motion, so.
just to be
Okay.
clear,
Sure.
we're voting to motion number 6.1 to approve as you have amended.
absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're not in favor of the motion, you're going to vote no, of the amended version. Okay, so I have a motion and it's supported. All those in favor say yes.
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 All opposed say no.
No.
Roll call.
Mrs. Pat,
Yes.
Mr. Remick,
Yes.
Mrs. Winton,
Yes.
Ms. Croft,
No.
Mr. Johnson,
No.
Mr. Bzura,
Yes.
Mr. Woolley.
Yes, motion carries. So I now have to read the motion. Is a motion to approve with the following, the motion to approve the fiscal year 2020/2021 budget amendment with the following amendments. I have a motion.
Motion.
Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilman Remick, supported by Councilwoman Winton. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no.
No.
Roll call.
Mrs. Pat,
Yes.
Mr. Remick,
Yes.
Mrs. Winton,
Yes.
Ms. Croft,
No.
Mr. Johnson,
No.
Mr. Bzura,
Yes.
Mr. Woolley.
Yes, motion carries. This now takes us to 6.2, and this is a motion to receive and file the November 2020 paid invoice report.
Motion to receive and file?
Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilwoman Cross, supported by Councilwoman Winton. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chair, I have one.
Councilwoman Pats?
Maybe Jason can come up. Jason, this is on page 10,
Good evening, everybody.
number 10413.
Okay, through the chair to Councilwoman Pats, 10413, Rayhorn Electric.
The solar lighting at Pinewood. Okay,
Yeah.
my question was, is this what we had voted on? This was the ending of what we have to do with Pinewood? Is this the last thing that we had to do? I know, I was asking you, but I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, through the chair, I'm gonna hand it over to Mr. Baum, who can address it, but.
Through the chair, this is approved by the body for that amount. I believe it was late 2019. However, because of COVID, they had a tough time getting the fixtures, so it just got completed in the summer, and we have totally departed that Pinewood.
That is it,
We've
okay.
written a letter from our legal to theirs, and we are out of that.
Okay, thank you.
Is there any other questions? Okay, thank you, Jason. If not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item 6.3 is a motion to receive and file November 2020 budget performance report.
Motion to receive and file?
Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilwoman Cross, supported by Councilwoman Winton. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item 6.4 is a motion to approve structure Fire-Fight Turnout gear from Conway Shield Company, purchase the amount of $76,179, and this is funded through the General Fund Department Uniform Expense Account.
Motion to approve?
Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilwoman Cross, supported by Councilman Remick. Is there any discussion?
I have one question for the chief.
Chief Portis?
Chief, is this something that you knew that you were going to need? You know, like, I mean, is this something that you get all the time, or is this something that is a special type of gear that you need, or is this something that's replacing some gear that you have? Can you give me a little bit of, give us a little background?
So structural